Ladies and gentlemen, today I stand before you not as someone who has never faced hardship, but as one who has refused to be defined by it. There are times when life will throw everything at you, times when the weight of the world seems unbearable, when the storms of life rage and threaten to tear you apart. But I want to declare today, without hesitation, without doubt, you will not defeat me. You see, adversity is not here to finish you off, it's here to shape you. Every setback, every challenge, every moment that feels like defeat is merely a test of your resilience. It's like the blacksmith's hammer striking the metal. Each strike, though painful, is shaping you into something stronger. And what's forged in fire cannot be broken by the winds of the storm. So to all the forces that seek to wear me down, you will not defeat me. But I want to take this a step further. It's not enough to just endure the hardships. You must protect your mind. Your thoughts are the battlefield, and what you allow to dwell there shapes the reality you walk into. The enemy's greatest tactic is to try to convince you that you are defeated long before you even get into the fight. But I refuse to let negativity, fear, or doubt steal my future. My thoughts will be anchored in hope, in strength, in belief that I was made for more than this moment. No external force can defeat me if my mind is set on my purpose. I am not here by accident. I am not a mere product of circumstance. I'm here because I am purposefully placed, equipped with everything I need to fulfill the calling placed on my life. The power within me, the strength in my soul, the fire in my heart, all come from a source greater than anything I can see or understand. And that divine purpose, that purpose is greater than any challenge that comes my way. You will not defeat me. And finally, I stand here today, not just in my own strength, but in the strength of my faith. It is my belief that no matter how dark the hour, no matter how heavy the burden, the light of faith will carry me through. I have been through valleys of despair, and yet I stand here today stronger, bolder, and more determined than ever. My faith is the weapon that will silence every lie, every attack, every obstacle that tries to stand in my way. Because when you walk by faith, you are walking with an assurance that you will never walk alone. So hear me today, you will not defeat me. I will rise. I will overcome. I will fulfill my purpose. And when the dust settles, I will still be standing unbroken, unshaken, unstoppable. Because I know who I am. I know whose I am. And I know that no force on this earth can stop the plans that have been set in motion for my life. I will not be defeated, not today, not ever. Life has a way of presenting challenges that seem impossible to overcome. It can feel like the weight of the world is pressing down on you, like every step forward is met with 2 steps back. There are moments when the road is rough, when you question if you have the strength to keep moving. But I want to tell you something today, those moments, those struggles are not here to break you. They are here to build you. It's easy to look at a struggle and see it only for its difficulty, to let it define you as a person of pain or victimhood. But what if I told you that those very challenges are the stepping stones to your greatness? It's the moments of hardship that refine you, that toughen your spirit and sharpen your resolve. Every hardship you face has been carefully allowed to come into your life to shape you into something stronger, something greater than you were before. Think about the process of refining gold. The gold must go through extreme heat, intense pressure, and harsh conditions to remove the impurities and bring out its true brilliance. In the same way, the struggles you face in life are the fire that forges you, making you resilient, making you stronger. Every obstacle is preparing you for something more significant, something that requires a greater version of yourself. So when the challenges come, and they will come, do not view them as the end of your journey. See them as opportunities to grow, to rise, to become the person you were always meant to be. Your resilience, your refusal to stay down is the key that will unlock the door to your breakthrough. You may feel knocked down at times, but it is in those moments that your strength is being developed. And when you rise again, you will rise with a power and a purpose that cannot be shaken. Your mind is the starting point of everything that happens in your life. The way you perceive your circumstances, the way you respond to challenges, it all begins with your thoughts. Life will always present us with situations that are beyond our control. But the one thing that no one can take away from you is how you choose to think. The mind is a battlefield where the enemy wants to plant seeds of doubt, fear, and negativity. But what you think about determines what you feel, and ultimately what you become. If you allow negative thoughts to take root, they can poison your outlook on life, cloud your judgment, and keep you trapped in cycles of defeat. But if you can control your thoughts and focus on what is positive, what is possible, what is purposeful, then no external circumstance can overpower you. It's not the obstacles you face that will determine your fate. It's how you choose to respond to them in your mind. The battle is won in your mind first. Before you can overcome anything in the physical world, you must first conquer it in your thinking. And think about the times you've been faced with a challenge and your initial reaction was one of hopelessness or defeat. That mindset, that belief that you couldn't overcome would have kept you stuck. But when you shift your thoughts, when you change your perspective and start telling yourself that you can rise, that you are able, then suddenly the impossible becomes possible. It's a choice to guard your mind, to guard your thoughts. And when you fill your mind with truth, with faith, with purpose, you create a powerful shield against everything that tries to knock you down. Your thoughts are like the compass guiding you to your destination. And if you let your compass be controlled by fear, doubt, or negativity, you will never reach your true potential. But when your thoughts are aligned with hope, with faith, and with confidence in your ability, there's nothing that can stand in your way. What you allow in your mind will eventually manifest in your actions in your life. The thoughts you think today will shape the person you become tomorrow. So make the conscious decision to protect your mind, to renew your thoughts, and to focus on the strength within you. Only then will you see how powerful you truly are and how much more capable you are overcoming the challenges that come your way. Here by accident. Your life has purpose, and that purpose runs deeper than anything you can immediately understand. We live in a world that often wants to define us by our circumstances or label us based on the limitations others see in us. But let me remind you, you are not defined by what you see on the outside. There is something much greater within you, a power that transcends the challenges of this world. The force inside you is not of your own making. It comes from a source much larger than yourself. There is a divine purpose at work in your life, one that cannot be thwarted by any external force. Your existence is not a random event. You are here because there's a mission call, a destiny that only you can fulfill. And that destiny is far too significant to be held back by the temporary trials you may face. When you tap into the understanding that you are a vessel for something greater, you begin to walk with a different kind of confidence. It's not just about you and your efforts. It's about the higher purpose that flows through you. You are not just a product of your environment. You are a reflection of the strength and purpose that has been woven into your very being. There's a power within you that cannot be easily shaken. When you understand this, you realize that no obstacle can diminish the power you carry inside. Your purpose was written before you even took your first breath. Every challenge you face, every moment of difficulty is part of the grand design that is leading you to something far greater than you can see right now. You are meant to overcome. You are meant to rise. You were chosen for this moment. And nothing can stop the plan that is unfolding in your life. It may not always make sense in the moment, but when you keep your eyes fixed on the bigger picture, you will begin to see how every piece, every struggle is part of the masterpiece being created in you. Remember, the power you possess is not one that comes from within yourself alone. It is rooted in something divine, something that is far greater than anything the world can throw at you. When you realize that you are equipped with everything you need to fulfill your purpose, you begin to walk with a boldness that is unshakable. No weapon, no trial, no person can defeat what has been divinely placed inside you, because you are more than what you see, and what is within you is greater than what is around you. Nothing can stand against the purpose and the power that have been set in motion for your life. Faith is not just a word we speak. It's a force that sustains us in our darkest hours, a light that guides us when we cannot see the path ahead. When life feels impossible and the weight of the world seems too heavy to bear, it is faith that keeps us moving forward. It is faith that whispers in our ears, reminding us that the battle is not over, that the story is still being written, and that victory is still possible. The strength of faith is not found in the absence of fear, but in the ability to continue moving forward despite it. When everything around you says it's over, when all logic and reason tell you there is no way out, it is faith that gives you the courage to stand. Faith doesn't always make sense. It doesn't always fit neatly into the boxes we try to create for it. Sometimes faith is loud, bold, and undeniable. Other times, it's a quiet, steady whisper that refuses to let go. But in every moment, no matter how loud the world gets, faith stands firm. Faith connects you to something far beyond your current circumstance. It aligns you with a higher power, one that knows the beginning from the end, the purpose behind every struggle, and the victory waiting on the other side. When you walk by faith, you are not walking alone. You are walking with the assurance that no matter how overwhelming the moment may seem, you are not walking in your own strength. You are walking in a strength that will carry you when you feel like you cannot carry yourself. This kind of faith is what makes you unshakable. It allows you to look at the obstacles in front of you and see them not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth. It is through faith that we rise above our limitations. It is through faith that we endure the trials that would otherwise consume us. Every time you choose faith over fear, you grow stronger. Every time you believe in something greater than yourself, you tap into a power that sustains you beyond your own ability. Faith is what fuels your determination. It's what pushes you to keep going when everything else tells you to quit. It's what gives you the strength to believe that even when the journey is long and the road is tough, the finish line is still in sight. It's the anchor that keeps you grounded when everything else is shaking around you. So never underestimate the strength of faith. It is the force that ensures that no matter how many times life tries to knock you down, you will rise again. It is faith that tells you that you are not finished yet, that your best days are ahead of you. Faith empowers you to continue to fight, to believe, and that is why nothing and no one can defeat you. In the end, you are not defined by the challenges you face, nor by the setbacks that try to hold you back. What defines you is your ability to rise, to refuse defeat, and to stand firm in the face of adversity. The power to overcome is already within you. You possess resilience that cannot be broken, a mind that can transform any circumstance, and a purpose that is greater than anything this world can throw at you. And through it all, your faith will be the anchor that holds you steady, the force that propels you forward, and the light that guides you when the path seems unclear. So, no matter how difficult the journey may seem, remember this: you will not be defeated. The struggles you face are not the end of your story. They are the very things that prepare you for what lies ahead. With unwavering belief in your purpose, strength in your mind, and faith that cannot be shaken, you will stand, you will rise, and you will fulfill the destiny that has been set before you. No matter the obstacles, no matter the opposition, you are unstoppable. You will not be defeated. Your victory is assured. Keep moving forward because the best is yet to come.